Hi, this is a Yesterday's Moose production, and today we're going to be continuing our adventure in Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. First thing we want to do is jump in the water here, now that we have the ability to swim. And first thing we're going to do is get a new ability for the Soul Reaver. If I can find the door here. Eventually find the door. There we go. Okay, go through the door, go through the door. Come on, you know you want to. Okay, finally. However, before we can upgrade the Soul Reaver, we're going to get a little bit more plot. And plot will begin as soon as we get out of the water here. Plot time.
Beyond the maelstrom of the abyss, a subterranean tunnel leads northward to the clan territory of your brother Dumah. Endowed with Rahab's soul, you may swim to gain entry, where your progress was previously impeded.
Of course, Dumah is our ultimate goal. However, as I said, we want to upgrade the Soul Reaver first. And I took a little bit of a roundabout path, but here we go. Fly over here. And more jumping, precision, platforming. Be very, very careful. Do not want to fall down. Falling down would be bad. There we go. Okay, now that that's done, can avoid these guys. And go down here. Use the force to open that window. Break the window, I should say. And we'll swim, swim, swim. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Swimming, swimming, swimming. And make a turn here. Oh, no, I don't want to go back up. I don't want to go back up. I said I don't want to go back up. What I meant to do was go down here. There we go. Thank you. The camera is being extremely uncooperative right now. I guess it's because I'm recording. Okay, go ahead and destroy this window here. And that brings us to this room eventually, if I can get out of the water. Raziel, you're being very uncooperative right now.
This elemental forge is tuned to the Soul Reaver's energy. Once baptized in this primordial flame, the blade may be imbued with fire at any future time.
Now this is very useful. We can now shoot projectiles of fire anytime there's a fire pit. We can imbue the Soul Reaver with fire and easily take out enemies. At this point, I'm going to just save and quit. Then when we come back, we'll start off in the lair of the Elder God. After a neat little transition. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. Okay, we're back in the lair of the Elder God, and from here we'll make our way back to the sanctuary of the clans. Gonna be taking out Dumah which is the last brother before the end of the game. This section does not take very long. Maybe about, I don't know, half an hour or so. And now that we have the swimming ability, this is how we'll be able to access this new area. There are various distractions that we could be doing, little side quests, things like that. However, as I said once before, I'm just going directly to where I need to go. This isn't exactly a speed run, but it is a fairly direct path to where we need to go. I'm not sure how long it would take if I decided to speedrun this game. And at this point we'll activate a warp gate, even though we really don't have to do that. A lot of these warp gates are optional, because unless you were to save the game and reset it at exactly this point, there wouldn't be much reason to return here. Maybe after Dumah was defeated, if you saved and quit there, then I guess this would be a place to return to. First thing to do is climb up here. Fly over the wall. And once we go through this door, we'll get some more plot.
This city once teemed with the life of my kind. Could it be that other clans had suffered the same fate as mine? In his madness, could Kain spare none of his brood?
It was not Kain, but Dumah's own arrogance that brought the downfall of his clan. These are human weapons, Raziel. Believing themselves invincible, Dumah and his offspring failed to see an attack coming from the least likely assailants. Complacent in their arrogance, they were taken by surprise, allowing the human vampire hunters to decimate their ranks with little resistance. The few that escaped have been reduced to scavengers.
Okay, we're gonna go and phase through this fence here. And phase through another fence. And there are minor block puzzles here, but they're not really puzzles, so to speak. And there's an enemy over there. We'll want to try to avoid him. And let me move over here, make it a little easier to see. Just want to push the block over to the wall. And I think that's as far as it needs to go. want to take out that guy because he can definitely cause you some trouble. Okay, I want to stand exactly on the portal here. First thing to do is move this block. Then what we're going to do is fly over to the other side. And this is another minor block puzzle. First, we want to turn this crank, and that will lower the water. And there are some enemies there that you want to try to avoid. Use the force against them. And take them out. Definitely do not want them bugging you. If you leave the enemies wandering around, they can cause a lot of trouble. Okay, put that block up there. And what we want to do is move this block here. And then there's one more block way over here. I seem to be having some difficulty grabbing these blocks for some reason. Okay. Lift the block, put it up there. Move it over one space. Then lift this block, put it up there. And I'm just going to move it into position here so that it's ready to go. And I'll do the same with this block. Nope, don't want to do that. I want to pick it up. And once again, move this block over here. Okay. Now I want to drop down here. There's oh no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. There we go. Boy, am I glad I didn't get hit. Okay, just as I said that, I did get hit. Oh well. Hopefully I can move the block without too much trouble. Okay, I want to push the block over here. Get this guy out of my way. And Really want to keep that guy off my case. Okay, want to get this block over to the other one. Okay, put that up there. Then push these blocks on top of them. And push, pull this back two spaces. See, this is why getting rid of these guys is a good thing to do. Once again, having a little trouble grabbing onto the blocks. Okay, that's good enough. Now, should be able to jump up here. Yep. Then jump over there, like that. Okay, the first thing we want to do is go over here and turn this, which turns on some gas. Then go over to the other side. Start a big fire, and this opens up some new areas. And eventually we'll be returning to this spot. This is where we want to bring Dumah once we find him. Okay, it's a little bit of block puzzle-y time. Want to push the block over to the other side. Pushing the block, pushing the block. Okay. Now we want to take this block and put it on top of the other one. There we go. Jump up here. Now this part here, the jumping can be a little bit tricky. For some reason, the different heights make it a little bit difficult to jump properly. Shift into the spectral realm. Get some health. Okay, jump over here. And jump over there. There we go. Now this is where things get a little bit tricky. I hope I get this on the first try. Because what you want to do is you want to go and glide over there. And sometimes, for whatever reason, Raziel does not jump high enough. Good. First try. Thank you. With that, lowers the drawbridge. Now which way? Yeah, this way. Here. This way. Now move this block over here. Right there. At this point, we're making really good time. A little cinematic there to show us what we need to do. We'll do some pillar climbing, that's what I meant to say. As you can see, the height of the pillar changes between the spectral realm and the material realm. Just slowly float down here. Push the giant pillar thing. And then finally we'll get to a door and some more plot.
My brother, Dumah, a powerful warrior in life. He would have burned with shame to have me find him here like a stuck pig.
Now this room actually has a lot of detail. If you don't take the time to look, it's really easy to, not take notice of it. Pull these out of Dumah. For some reason you have to be exactly the right distance away.
Unbound at last. I thank you, brother.
Your thanks are premature, Dumah. I have not forgotten whose hands bore me into the abyss.
The centuries in Limbo have honed my strength. Not even Kain is my equal.
Even the strongest vampire is vulnerable.
We shall test your thesis, Raziel.
My bloodthirst has been superseded by an even darker hunger. I will consume your soul before this day is done.
Okay, now this section is a little troublesome. We want to keep Dumah as close as possible. So, in order to do that, we want to walk really, really slow. Because if he gets too far away, he'll go back to his room there where we found him. Okay. Also, he'll make the floor rumble like he just did, which can stun Raziel. But it's really, really important to keep him close by. The entire point of this section is to get him to follow. Follow me. Come on. As long as he's right behind, then all is well. Keep going, keep going. Like I said, it's much better to go very slow and have him follow you than to go really fast and have to keep backtracking and get him to follow you over and over again. Really don't need a lot of health either. Okay, now that we're back in this room, I want to go over here and turn on the gas. Once that's done, just quickly make our way over to the other side and pull the switch. And here we go. Fire bad. Or fire good, depending on the way you look at it. For us, it's good. And now it's time to power up. New ability time.
Consuming Dumah's soul empowers you to wind a constricting band of spectral energy around your enemies. This energy manifests itself in both the spectral and material realms, and in the physical world, it can be employed to manipulate otherwise immovable objects.
Okay, now that we have the new ability, just going to end the video here. In the next video, we'll be finally going to take on Kain. So with that, thank you for watching. This has been a Yesterday's Moose production, and I'll see you next time.